Hello students, this is the explanation for your final exam project guide for this year. So please pay attention. I will try to answer any potential questions right now. But remember, if you have a question, please send me a message. So in the guide, there are 5 parts. The grading guidelines, section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4. So here's a note. Remember, use your time wisely. You have 1 week to complete this. You can turn in your work early. That is okay. However, if exams are late, you will lose points. So turn them in early and don't be late. Here are the grading guidelines. Section 1 is 20 points. Section 2 is 20 points. Section 3 is 20 points. Section 4 is 40 points. That's 100 points total. And here you can see how the points are broken down for each section. Each section, 5 points, is for following the directions correctly. Pay attention to the directions. Everything else is explained here. Notes: for the video parts of your exam, all videos must either be submitted in Google Classroom or WhatsApp. Only Google Classroom or WhatsApp. For your written sections, online students, you must type your answers into Word documents or Google Docs and submit the document to Google Classroom. Here's a note. Late exams will lose 5 points for each day they are late. So be on time and follow directions. Let's go to section 1. Section 1 is conversation, and the theme is vacation. So for this section, you need to create a conversation, and your theme for your conversation is vacation. Your conversation needs to be about you talking to your friends about what you are planning to do during vacation after the school year. Here are the requirements. You need to use the same format as in the books. You must be part of the conversation. It must have 3 other people, and it must be 1 page in length. So, let's take a look at this. As you can see, it says, look on pages 3, 9, 15. Those are the first 3 units. So let's take a look. Here is the conversation on page 3. You have the person that's speaking and a colon and then what they say. So you need to follow this format. And to show you an example, here you go. Brian, hey, how are you? Next person, Judith, I am good. What are you doing? Brian, I am planning my vacation. Steve says vacation. That sounds fun. All right, so you type it like that, the person that's speaking, a colon, and you can put a space between each name. Remember, your conversation needs to be 1 page long. So there you go. All right, so that's how you do that part. Online students, type your conversation in a document like this and then submit it to Google Classroom. All right. That is section 1. Section 2 is self-reflection. The theme has a quote that says, accept no one's definition of your life. Define yourself. So for this one, you'll be making a video 3 to 5 minutes. If your video is less than 3 minutes, minus points. If your video is longer than 5 minutes, minus points. So it has to be 3 to 5 minutes. Follow the directions. and you need to answer these questions. So you need to think about this quote. If you need to, translate it to Spanish and think about it like that. You need to explain this to me in your own words. Okay, Mr. Baker, I think that this quote means blah, 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 blah. And then you need to tell me if it's positive or negative and explain why. And then how can you apply this concept or this quote to your life, to your daily life as a student and your life outside of school. So if I was you, I would take some time, think about your answers, write them down on paper, and practice speaking and keep track of the time. And when you get it good, then make your video and send your video. So that's it for section 2. Let's go to section 3. All right, section 3 is a speech from the movie Coach Carter. This is also oral, so you'll need to make a video. And I will focus on your pronunciation for your grade. So please practice, practice, practice before you make the video. And the character's name is Timo. The movie is Coach Carter. And the movie is about Coach Carter, and it's a true story. He was a high school basketball coach, and he locked the gym so his players couldn't play basketball because their grades were low. And he kept the gym locked until they raised their grades. So one of his players stands up and gives this speech. So this is the speech that you will need to do in your video. All right, so if you need help with pronunciation, go here. This is a link to a clip in English. And then if you want to understand it more, here is a link to the same clip in Spanish. So listen and practice, listen and practice. All right, so there you go. That is section 3. Section 4, you're going to make a mind map. And your theme is the English language. All right, so you should research topics. Here are some suggested topics. Here are the requirements. Your mind map must have at least 4 main branches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And each of these must have a minimum of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Those are the minimum requirements. You can do more. Suggested topics, grammar, communication, types of phrases, sentences, etc. So you'll need to do it like this. You can draw this on paper and write the words. You can do it in a document like I did. Also, you may use an online resource like we used in class. And just to show you an example, this is one that I started, grammar, words, types of words, verb tenses, didn't finish it, types of communication, here you go, and types of culture. So that's what you can do for your mind map. You need at least 4 main sections and then 3 examples for each section. That is the minimum. There you go. That is your exam. Remember, if you have questions, please, please, please send me a message as soon as possible so I can help you. In-class students, during the week, we will work on your exams during the day. So that's it. I hope you do well. I look forward to grading your exams because you always do a very good job and you're all very creative. Have a great day. Adios.